Oh, and here's the best one. Everybody keeps asking me what I would like to happen to James Collins. Hell far. If anything happens to him, they're going to act like I've done it. So I've told everybody, leave him alone. And that's the sad thing, is I'm pissed at him. Don't get me wrong. I'm very upset with him. Don't get me wrong. I'm very upset with him. But I'm smart enough to know that if something happens to him, they're going to come after me, because hell far, they've already wrote it up in the medical papers, even though it was a bunch of fucking lies. They've even wrote it up in the medical papers that I was going to harm him. And that's not even what was said. I said I was upset with him because of the things he done to me. A man doesn't let you work somewhere. And you come home and your clothes gone. That's not a man. That's what I was pissed off at him. Because if it was me and my man was out working, I sure wouldn't be letting another man in the home and stealing his clothes. I took that very personal. Because it wasn't just that. I don't even want to go into other things. And somehow some guy comes in the store where I'm working at Lavelle's Auto Lights and Accessories. Some guy comes in the store in London, Kentucky, and has some kind of naked photo of me on his phone. The only way that guy could have got that is if my husband gave it to him. And I don't even know, I didn't even know there was a camera in our bedroom. More or less, this guy having a naked picture of me on his phone. I have a right to be upset with my husband, James Collins, over that. But I done the right thing. I went and hired a lawyer in March of 2016 for a divorce because of this. I was always told if somebody is harming you, to leave. Do you think I wanted to leave my trailer? Do you think I wanted to have my car tore up? I mean, these are common sense things. There's no person out there that wants to leave a man that they've been married to for a lot of years. Because you're sitting and working and coming home and your clothes and stuff are missing. And that's not the worst of it. I'd have a pair of shoes missing. And somebody'd have a note laying there saying, "Stole your shoes, bitch." And put their name right on it. And I was sitting there thinking, that's not a man to let a woman come in their home and pack off their stuff and leave them notes like that. And that's what I was upset with James over. But the thing of it is I done the right thing. I went and hired a lawyer and said, "Hey, look, this is truly what's happening. This guy that I've been married to all these years, all of a sudden, it seemed like overnight, was letting people come in our trailer, pack my clothes out, while I'm sitting and trying to work and keep the water and the electric on. And instead, come to find out he's playing computer games with his buddies all day. And then you leave them, and you expect a lawyer the lawyer told me he would have to give me half the money for the trailer. He'd have to pay for that car he tore up. I got nothing. Nothing. And don't get me wrong, I'm upset about it. But by golly, I'm not going to go hurt James. That doesn't fix anything. That doesn't help the situation at all. If something happens to James, it makes my situation worse. And I keep telling people, just leave him alone. And the thing of it is hell far, he's got so many friends. I mean, I don't really have to worry about anything happening to him. Not unless they're, who knows what they're up to. But what I do know is I couldn't physically harm a 280-pound, 300-pound man. That's why I left. Because I physically couldn't defend myself against somebody that size. And the thing of it is it's a sad world you live in. When people can treat you this way and do whatever they want to people. But I love life. I absolutely love life. And I don't want, and all these stupid people keep coming up to me talking about depression. I'm not depressed. There's a difference. I'm a little upset. I have a right to be upset. I left a man that was letting people steal my clothes and do whatever they wanted to me. And I thought my life would get better. They make it worse on you. But that's okay, because I love life. And I will always love life. There's no doubt about that. I don't like what people's done to me, but there's a big difference. A big difference. So, quit going around talking to people about depression. That's another thing. If somebody's coming and talking to you about depression and suicide, get the hell away from them. Get the hell away from them, because they're part of that clique. I don't even know why they would come up to people and say stupid stuff like that. Don't believe in it. Don't believe in it. Wouldn't ever do it. I love life. I just don't like what people's done to me. There's not anything I can... If they're like that, they're just like that. But it's sad that they can get away with treating somebody like that. That's the upsetting part.